Lodi underneath it. Here's Oscar Gloch, the Israeli international. Stefan Leiner. And Hilal very quickly back in possession. Al-Dawsari running into trouble in the shape of a retreating Nene. Hilal unbeaten in their last 6 games in all competitions. Champions of the Saudi Pro League in 6 of their last 9 campaigns. They were pipped to the league by Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kante and Al-Ittihad this year. Now they have a chance to press forward again. Malcolm, Joao Cancelo. Malcolm with an inviting ball in, cleared away by Rasmussen. Al-Shari with a clever little flick. Lodi with an inviting ball across and cleared away. Here come Al-Hilal again. Milinkovic-Savic. And lashed towards goal. Godou got in the way. Look amongst the forest of Al-Hilal players down under the challenge.
And you shouldn't foul there, because this is one of the benefits of the way Al-Hilal plays. So many numbers get forward, and then you can get pressure on the ball if you do turn it over and transition quickly. Stop these moments for Sulzburg to go quickly in the other direction, but with 3 players in the vicinity, why foul? There has to be a different rhythm to the way Al-Hilal plays. Sometimes, yes, the build-up, but there are moments where Sulzburg steps up and they go in their high press, and you can go direct over top of them or diagonally to isolations in the channel on the far side. So just the recognition from Al-Hilal, they don't want to get squeezed into this high-intensity turnover type style that Sulzburg wants to play.
Al-Dawsari hustling with Stefan Leiner. Immediately blowing the whistle in favour of Al-Hilal.
It's going to be a tough task for Leiner here on the near side. He gets the tug on Al-Dawsari's shoulder, slows him down, but he has been so good already in this tournament, in this game, getting the ball a couple of times. You don't know if he's going to go to the left and beat you outside, decide to come in, be a connection point for Al-Hilal. I love the deception in his game, and he's going to try to make that man's day a mess.
So, Ruben Neves over the ball. Something on it, and Malcolm towards goal. Into the stands it goes.
We dream of the ball dropping to you here at the top of the box, as Malcolm is just patient, but there's way too much on it. Swinging too hard at that one, and here comes the press from Al-Hilal a little bit higher.
Well, Malcolm has been one of the most devastating players in front of goal this year in the Saudi Pro League. 13 goals and 17 assists. Only Riyad Mahrez of Al Ahly created more chances for centre forwards and players around him.
What's impressive about Malcolm is just his longevity at doing that. In 94 games for Al-Hilal, 36 goals and 31 assists. That his fingerprints are all over the majority of the games. Over 50% of the games that he plays, he's getting a goal or an assist. And you can see why he's been active, coming inside, connecting, but also that little slip run in behind.
Certainly wasn't short of European suitors when it was clear he was available. St. Petersburg happy to sell him for just a $67 million.
Just measly fee, right?
It's been a consistent theme for Al-Hilal and the Saudi Pro League over the last 2 or 3 years. Can't see that stopping anytime soon. Koulibaly. Kenan Lodi. Lovely done by Al-Dasari. Nasser Al-Dasari. Lodi unable to wriggle through this time. Mads Biestrup on defensive duties and quickly pressed into a situation. Milinkovic-Savic now with the ball here for Al Hilal. Across comes Diabate with the necessary challenge. A miscue from Leiner. Courtesy of the high press. A totally different type of football that Thomas Lech and co will be used to facing, no doubt. So Kenan Lodi, league winner with Atletico Madrid in 2021. Can he find Koulibaly and co? The head of Milinkovic-Savic and cleared away by Godou. Hilal happy to retreat this time.
I think this is better from Al Hilal. Don't get sucked into going in quick transition games back and forth. Are there times where you can just reset, regain your positioning, and then with possession start to shift Sulzburg, make the gaps between their lines a little bit wider so you can find that penetrating pass into Leonardo centrally, because when that does happen, they have players underneath in the middle of midfield who can have a good layoff, and then they can be rolling going forward.
Leiner. There's an intensity about Al Hilal. Let's not forget, for those of you joining us late, given how Group H stands right now, Al Hilal has to win. Will face elimination from the tournament today. Leiner. Joan Gadou. Ostergloff. Al Hilal not the only side finishing second and missing out on another league title this year. The Sulzburg missed out on the Austrian Bundesliga title, finishing 2 points behind Sturm Graz. Now they have attacking thoughts on their mindset. Leiner's ball to the far post, away by Cancelo, and Biestrup towards goal. Easily gathered by Bunu in goal.
Biestrup so active centrally, and for Salzburg, these moments where they can have possession with the heat today, and you're not going to be able to press and be transitional for 90 minutes. So can you find moments like that where you can get numbers into the box, find the proper cross, but also with those numbers, see if there's a second ball and a second attack with those wave of midfielders at the top of the box.
It's Milinkovic-Savic, Serbian international. Malcolm manoeuvring inside, and Mads Biestrup on top of things for RB Salzburg. Flashed through for Nene, and on the cusp of his penalty area, Yassine Bono. Challenge made on this near side by a retreating Karim Oniziwu. Just over 20 minutes past here at Audi Field. Jordan Angeli, what's the observation thus far?
It has the intensity. Like this game means a lot, which was what you would expect. I think Al Hilal has settled in a little bit better and found moments where they have gotten numbers in the attack.
Joao Cancelo, away by Rasmussen. Neves, lovely ball over to the far side. Al-Dalsari with a ball across goal, and still blocked magnificently. RB Salzburg somehow, some way, keep Al Hilal at bay. Malcolm now unable to force a way through. Cancelo. Still Joao Cancelo, flashed across and repelled by Rasmussen. Sambakti, it's good to keep the ball within the grasp of Al Hilal, but now the turn of Sulzburg, albeit momentarily. Neves tidying up. Malcolm down under the challenge, and the free kick now for Al Hilal.
It's a great step by Neves, because if he doesn't step there, it is numbers in the opposite direction for Sulzburg. Instead, you keep the pressure on, you get the ball into the attack, draw a foul here on Malcolm. Now it's a set piece after a really good attack. You feel like you maybe should have had a goal there if it weren't for the work of Rasmussen blocking the shot nearly on the line.
And it's his type of territory.
Yeah.
Just the 2 goals in the Saudi Pro League this year for Ruben Neves.
And after the goal,
Lovely ball played in. Bounced invitingly in front of goal and behind for a goal kick.
he went a little quicker than I thought on that one. Here's a look of that blocked shot. Is really good width here. Look at the work here to get down, block the shot. Rasmussen doing the most here to protect his goalkeeper. First challenges for the header, then sticks his leg out. Great commitment.
Marcus Leonardo couldn't believe it. Well, after their sensational victory against Chelsea in the previous round, Flamengo will be looking at top Group D with a win against struggling LAFC. Live only on DAZN on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
This is a good look at the 4-2-2-2 of Sulzburg. There's a lot of numbers, essentially. The width can come from anyone. It can come from an outside back. At times it can come from the 2-10s. They don't connect there, but the idea is if you don't close in the channels, then there's passes that can go direct like that. It could be a 1v1, getting forward with numbers and essentially to cross to. But I think when Sulzburg is most effective, they're actually playing through those numbers essentially. They're utilizing that overload to the best of their ability in these types of pockets.
Cue from Yacine Bounou. Atletico Madrid and Girona goalkeeper. Won a Europa League with Sevilla as well in the last decade. Some work to do now with Stefan Leiner on the ball here for RB Salzburg. And a rather wasteful touch from Onisiwu. Sambakti. Neves. Sambakti, a real local boy amongst the litany of star players for Al Hilal, born and raised just 11 miles in Riyadh from the stadium. Neves. Lodi. Dalsari inside. And they try the other side. Malcolm. Tested by Kratzik. Lovely delivery from Neves. Al-Dalsari again. Stopped in his tracks by a retreating Diabate.
And those passes right there are not usually off for Sulzburg. First pass, once they win it, is always forward, and they're having trouble connecting with the two front runners right now. There's a lot of defending to be done.
Dalsari down the line. Lodi across, acrobatically kept out and behind for a corner.
respect so much about Sulzburg and how they attack, but defensively, when they can set up in this 4-4-2 block, it is hard to break down. And you've seen Hilal try to go around, but the commitment to get to the ball, block shot, has been top notch.
Neves back from whence it came. Lodi across goal. Hoisted up by Oniziwu. Not cleared away. Neves. Lovely ball into the wide areas. Kenan Lodi. Down under the challenge. Referee says play on. Neves. Milinkovic-Savic unable to gather. At least at the first time of asking. Here's Malcolm now. Hilal trying to find a way through as it's flipped away by Juan Gadou. Another ball across goal. The slice effort in the end turns into catching practice for Christian Zawashitsky in goal.
Well, that just needed anything, right, Cal? It needed a touch off the side of the head, a shoulder. It didn't matter which player it went off of, because that was a ball blazing into the middle of the field into such a dangerous spot. Good sustained pressure here from Hilal.
Malcolm. Hilal continue to purr.